Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line with the Baltimore Ravens. On first down, Dobbins. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 24, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Eluding the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it with Penning. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penning. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On third down, Wilson got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Penny, a first down carry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Jackson, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Dorsett. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now Rashad Penny. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson being chased out left. And the ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. This is first and goal from about the 8.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen.
They'll run here with Ingram. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the Seahawks 4-yard line.
And again, it's Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Brings up second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Jackson on third down. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Soul searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Wilson flushed out right. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The dump off good for 8 there on first down. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Under 10, 10.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. To throw on 3rd down, Wilson looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
On second down, Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Jackson on first down. Going for the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Throwing is Jackson. Out to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, it's Ingram. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Ingram again. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon. And not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Right back to him on first down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rip left. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go 1-1. Check. 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Let him know.
Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping.
Now a give right side. Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Switch gears. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, they deemed it 4 down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you've got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
48
Now Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tyus Bowser with a pick, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss drops them back to 4-3. So Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. All right, Coach. First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Set up. 10 low ball.
Mike 58, right there. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Got it.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we are.
Look. Squeeze. Hey, do. Ready?
Play action. It's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. 380.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Load it.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Check 13.
Hey, run.
Following the interception here, Rivers.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's get it.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch.
Now Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Fair. Hey, Sam off. Step.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Red Delta! Hey.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Left.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Step 180. Block 15.
Man, I got you.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Derrick Henry. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Rerun.
Get out the field, defense.
To throw is Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jim.
Go.
55 is mine, guys, 55.
Load it.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rivers to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Titans 7.
Done. 190. Red Delta.
Here we go.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the out.
Behind.
3rd and long for Rivers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, reach. Big grip.
Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, set.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On 1st down, Taylor. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Delta! Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Set up. 10-2 stop.
Check.
General West.
Let's go. Defense.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Jeffrey Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Rivers now. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it. 54 is Mike. Now. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, and he'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now it's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jack Crawford. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
I can't believe they let you play.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, I want to go load it. Load it.
55's Mike, guys, 55. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Left. Hey.
55. Hey, eat. You.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 55.
On third down, Rivers. Got an open man. That's Campbell. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 42-yard line.
Round 80.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, tank.
Load it. Load it.
Motion to the backfield.
Hey, easy. Buzz.
Watch 55. Yeah. You don't want none. Check 50.
On 2nd down and 4, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Mike, 58, right there. We got to go.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. That'll bring up 2nd down. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And shutting him off, now open field. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out, because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He'll rifle this one deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. possession. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 25 on second down, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
A gain of 14. First down, Tennessee.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball.
Get it.
This is Henry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 53.
Go.
Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Red.
Check. Crunch.
Look.
On third down. Taylor. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
To throw, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Now it's Henry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Colts' 28-yard line.
Set. 18 Gators.
54 Mike. Rabbit. Watch the safety cream. Slam.
Look at me. Zipper. Here goes.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
54, Mike, 54.
80 weapon.
Watch 54, watch 54.
Hey, echo.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Go.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
They snap it to Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already.
It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The give to Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Stay there. Stay there. Block 15.
Exit, exit. Bang, bang.
Run 80.
Bang, bang.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, it's Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, 79. 79.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. .44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hard. Hard. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Dude,
Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Break. Hey, lock it.
Kill.
Check. Hey, orbit. Rock it.
Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Get up.
Tannehill now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Leo, step.
They'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be fourth down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Whip. Watch the whip.
So that'll back him up 5. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally